Hello, welcome to an educational moment. I'm your host, Dr. Pat Dingle. Today I have a great guest for you to meet. He's a filmmaker and he recently premiered a movie at the Bowie Performing Arts Center. None other than Mr. Dwayne Brown. Hi, Dwayne. How you doing?
Hello, Dr. Dingle. How are you?
Fantastic.
That's good. Thanks for having the opportunity to have me on your show today.
Thank you for coming. Well, I'm really excited about having you today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I understand that you're a filmmaker and that your latest project is called One Chance. As I alluded to earlier, I was in the audience the night that you had the premiere, and the premiere, if you don't mind me saying, was packed. Packed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which was a testament to your ability to, and your production crew, to get the word out about the movie.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the movie? What is it about?
Well, the movie is based around aspiring events of a young lady who went to school here in Prince George's County. Okay. She actually went to Central High School. She was in her life has gone through some trials and tribulations. She had some ups and downs. But a teacher, who's the writer of the film, read one of her essays and was taken back by the fact that of things she had gone through in her life. And they sat down, and she asked her, could she, write a script of her movie? So the young lady is Joy Brown, who's the writer, and teacher, and she asked her, could she, after she'd done the movie, she shopped it around, and she had some money attached to it, and somehow she stumbled across me. Someone told her that I was a movie director, and that I had already had a Tony Award-winning TV show, which I was doing, and we happened to hook up. And came up to the project, and we did it, and it turned out to be, as you can see, a success as its own.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Of course, I have listened to Spike Lee on television talk about his endeavors as a filmmaker and how he used his credit cards and he was broke. And I think he said he had to put some gas in the actors' cars.
Right.
Now, don't quote me, but I'm just going by what I can remember about what I heard.
Right.
So what does it take to become a film director?
Well, it takes a lot of perseverance to be a film director. It's no one way to do this. I happen to go through the educational route. I majored in mass communication undergrad at Cheney University. Okay. Had the opportunity to go to grad school, then I ended up going to NYU Film School.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very prominent school.
Very prominent school. Same school Spike Lee went to, Martin Scorsese went to, and those type directors, and studied film at the university there, and basically just stuck with it. Did a couple music videos and just kept working on my craft. One thing led to another, and I'm still working at it. It's always a working process.
Well, let me ask you a question. Were you aware of the background of the New York Film School when you went there? Prior to going, were you aware of the directors who had come out of the New York?
That's a good question. At the time when I applied and got accepted to NYU Film School, okay. I don't know if I mentioned, my dream had started when I was 9 years old. Okay. So I was stumbling and doing little pieces in television and trying to make my way. But film was always my biggest goal. And one of my partners, my frat brother, said, Dwayne, you have talent. Maybe you might want to apply to film school at NYU. Yes, I knew about Spike Lee being at NYU, but I had thought, wow, this is, beyond my imagination. Would they really accept me to go to NYU? So I applied. You have to, do essays and that type of thing, and tell them the reason why you want to be a film director. And that's what I did, and I got accepted.
Great. And let me ask you a question. What inspired you to become a film director? I sort of clipped you. I didn't mean to clip you, but I want to make sure that the television audience really gleans from this conversation that I'm having with you. As you know,
Right.
The whole purpose of this program is so that young people can listen to professionals.
Yes.
And get an inside track on what does it really take to do what that person is doing, because as you know, we have underrepresented minorities, we have low-income students, and they just don't have sometimes the support system or even the knowledge of how to enter these professions, particularly when they're non-traditional professions.
Yes.
And the other thing is that
very good point.
I remember at the premiere that you expressed your passion to bring Hollywood to Prince George's County.
Yes, that is my goal. Yes.
That really blew me away.
Yes.
So, what inspired you?
Well, my inspiration started when I got inspired when I was 9 years old.
9 years old?
Yes.
Wow.
I had the opportunity to go to Hollywood. My aunt at the time was living, and she took us to.
What was her name?
Her name was Barbara Jean Williams.
Barbara Jean Williams.
Yes,
okay.
she was actually she's from Prince George's County, but she went to Morgan State, but she went to live in L.A. And one summer we went to visit my aunt. She took us to Universal Studios. Now, Universal Studios at that time was not a theme park. It was more showing you how movies were being made. And we took a tour of it, and I sat there and saw how they made movies, and I just fell in love with the process of it. Seeing the director and the actors and the actress and the producers, and I just fell in love with that the industry as a whole, and came back and wrote about it. You know, as you talk about things, what did you do over the summer?
Right.
And ever since then, there's nothing else I really wanted to do.
Well, you know what?
And that's where my dream got started.
Dwayne, this is so important, and I really want to share this with the television audience. It's so important to expose young people to different experiences, because the prior knowledge is a way where a lot of students excel. And so I really do appreciate you coming here, being my guest, and sharing your experience, sharing what you went through to get you to where you're going. I understand that you brought a clip.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm excited about that. Now, what we're going to do, Dwayne, I would like for you to set up the scene for the clip before we view the clip tonight.
Okay. Well, in this clip you're about to see, as I said, a young lady had some troubles in her life.
Okay.
So this is the first day she's getting up, and she's having a real big clash with her mom. As you know, she's pulling a love for her mom. So her and her mom had this real huge clash in the beginning. She's getting ready to go out to start her day, and her mom had just finished, doing her, was hanging out and doing her thing. So they having a clashing moment, and it's very, very emotional at this point. This actually sets the movie scene up and tells you about the personalities of the daughter and the mother at the same time. But so you get to see some powerful, powerful acting in this scene.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's roll the clip.
I'll come down when I'm ready to come down. I mean, this girl gonna make me smack. Monica! You haven't cleaned this kitchen yet, girl! What was you doing all day yet?
I went to school and work. Where was you?
First of all, talk to me like that one more time. I'm gonna go upside your daggone head. You gonna respect me in my house. So daggone lazy. I'm so sick and tired of talking to you. Look at my daggone kitchen.
Learn from the best. Ma, where was you last night?
Girl, you don't question me. I'm the mother. That is none of your business.
Didn't come home till 3 this morning.
Oh my goodness, look. I run this house all by myself, okay? I need some me time. Me time, not you, me time.
Why can't you see your boyfriend on the weekend?
Girl, you are dumb in the door now. Get out of here and go learn something before I smack you upside your head.
Learn something.
Wow, that was phenomenal, Dwayne. I enjoyed it. It really took me back to the moment I was in the theater. And I was wondering, did I need to move?
You should have been there when we were shooting it.
I was wondering, did I need to move out the way? The girl looked like she was ready to blow.
You should have been there when we were shooting it. Doing that scene, you know, I had to really pull it out of her. I mean, Makita did a very good job of doing that scene.
Very talented.
Yeah, but it was something different for her. That wasn't her character, and I had to really pull it out of her, and we had to retake and retake. But I had to really get out of her, and you know, she had good acting skills. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
She brought raw acting skills.
Yes.
But as a director, I had to go beyond the call of duty, just to try to get that just to pull it out of her.
And what do you do?
Sometimes you have to dig deep inside yourself. You ever heard the thing of if you keep doing the same thing, you get the same results?
That's
so what
right.
I had to do is I had to do some different things. I had to get on her emotional side, try to get her mindset of being in that type of situation. You know, push that anger button sometimes to get that anger mannerism out of her to get that scene. I had to do the same thing for the mother. But the mom, she has some little naturalness, as you could tell. But it was a test. I'm being honest with you. The whole process was a test. I think the whole cast did a wonderful job. The producing team did a wonderful job. The writer, Joy, the producer, Dear Hancock, they all students of Prince George's County Schools. Right. And we're looking to do some big things.
Well, I'm expecting
we're looking
great
to do some
things.
big things.
I'm
this is just a test of
things
things we're doing. And like I said, we're trying to bring Hollywood to Prince George's County.
Okay. Well, I'm expecting great things from you, so that's one of the reasons you're welcome that I had you come on the show, because you were very articulate about what you wanted to achieve. Now, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, how can a young person get into what you're doing? What do you recommend that they do? Of course, we know that, you know, I'm familiar with internships at NBC and CBS and those types of things, and I'm familiar with the track, the college education track. I'm familiar with that, but now you are in the field.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have your experiences. So one of the things that we try to do on the educational moment is we try to keep it real, and we try to let the audience know. And of course, we have, you know, underrepresented minorities watch, and we have community members, children, young people. Right. So the reason I brought you onto the show is so that you can provide your insight, and you have been doing that, but we want to get even deeper. Okay. What would you recommend? For example, I told someone today, for example, I could tell, let me give you this example. I love to eat, and every time I go eat in this suit, I get some food on it. So I could tell a young person, now listen, if you're going to go host a television program, take your jacket off while you're eating. So now, having shared that example with you, so I can give them some down home advice.
that was real down. That was real down.
So, as a television director, what would you recommend that young people do?
First of all, hard work.
Hard work.
It's not one road to do this thing.
Okay.
Education, number one. Being a minority, I believe, and I'm not scared to say this. You have to have education. That's number one.
Have to have education.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number two, you have to start early in this industry. I mean, you have to get the experience. I don't care if the smallest experience, a public access station, doing whatever it is. You have to get the experience. You got to know what it takes to, you know, to be on a television set, how to run a camera, when they talking that lingo, or being on a movie set. You have to get that experience. I don't care how small the project is. Just like yourself, I admire the fact that congratulations on your award last night.
Thank you.
But you have to start somewhere. And these, unfortunately, I'm not trying to put it on a bad light. These kids don't understand that you have to put the time in. And that's the way in the industry. But they have a lot more opportunities than I had when I was coming in.
Exactly.
I used to produce a TV show out of my trunk of my car.